my gosh.
Who's that guy who's yelling "Boys roll out"? I don't recognize him.
Boys! Is that Ludwig?
Oh,
Yeah.
I have my camera on. Does someone look different?
It's just the
I just-
existence of a sixth member.
I just don't remember Aaron exists because it's been so long.
Wait, does it?
Oh, I see. Take the bit back. Take the bit back. I fucked it up.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm here to explain it for Jake, who doesn't understand.
Thank you.
Isn't the whole thing that Ludwig like gets called out for always saying that at the beginning of his streams, and he's like, I don't do that, and then he looks at a lot of videos, and it's always that case. Okay.
That was a long time ago. He doesn't do it anymore just because of that.
Nope.
It's kind of sad. Every once in a while, he'll bring it out, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, he did it! He did the thing!
He did the thing!"
I'm so excited. Oh, we could start doing that here. How about that? I mean, we're like equal in terms of audience, so we might as well just capture some of the
Pretty much.
underutilization.
Listen,
of it.
I found out recently we had a video posted with 3 comments on it.
3 comments. God, oh my god,
Right.
that's our thing. We need to say stupid shit. Get those commenters back.
Just start rage baiting. Just constantly
Yeah,
say
exactly.
wrong stuff.
Unironically would probably work. Yeah.
What I find hilarious is that when I went to go look for those comments, the first couple comments that I was able to see, the most recent ones were on the dice tray.
It's
It's
always the dice tray.
always the dice tray.
The dice tray?
I
It's
don't
always the dice tray.
understand.
We'll talk about it later,
Always.
Ben. Don't worry.
Oh, is this from your other
It's like
The
one of
D&D game?
the 3 videos that Travis made before he stopped associating with us.
All right, honestly,
Associating, I think you mean existing. I think he's gone. He's out of this reality.
you guys honestly should go back and just watch that video and just think about what he's saying when you're watching it. It's actually quite wild. If you just go onto this website, you can just order these samples for free, and then you get them to your house. And then basically you can make a box. It takes nothing. People are like, wait, it requires a table saw, it requires a chop saw, it requires a screw. Yeah, there's a lot. It's quite hilarious.
if you get wood, you can just make tables for free.
Correct.
Like no like life hack.
That's great.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Forecast, a bi-weekly podcast about everything games, film, and news. I'm Aaron Juno.
I'm Alex McCausland.
I'm Ben Diaz.
I'm Caleb Juno.
Cheba Coslet.
And I'm Jake Fetterkai.
On today's episode number 229, DLSS5 shows us how minor modifications can mildly enhance video game graphics. 2 games released with the same name, and Marathon lands to critical acclaim. We'll go with acclaim, sure. Plus, the Steam Spring Sale is happening, and Ben has moved on to the Eldenest Ring, which we're all excited to hear a good review of. I'm getting pumped about that. If you'd like to know more about what we do, you can follow us on our social channels. You can check out our website, WeTheHorizon.com. We have a ton of original content for you to browse through, including our Pathfinder 2e campaign, Crown and Conquest. I'm getting excited because I feel like we're getting close to armies and to battles, and that is really what the people want, Jake.
I thought you were going to say you're getting close to your 3rd character.
Oh,
I can feel that too.
Already
Get
built.
him.
Got
Already built.
him.
No, Ben,
You better. That's smart.
Ben, you misunderstand. He allowed us to swap characters every time we go back for a kingdom turn. So I just made new characters.
Jake, you built the perfect campaign for me. For
I
those
did it
of you
just
who
to
have not
torment you.
played D&D with me, I try to rebuild my character completely about once a month.
Love that. Got to do it. Additionally, everything we talk about is in our cast notes, which is pushed out to whatever podcasting app you are using. All right, let's get into it, and we'll start with some news-related things, which is, first and foremost, there's a lot of DLSS5 content I'm seeing on the interwebs these days, Alex.
Indeed.
A lot of commentary all over the map.
A lot of commentary. Has everybody had a chance to see the demo that they put out? Okay.
Yes.
I've only
It's
seen
great.
memes.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
So, DLSS5. I have a lot of notes I wrote down for this because it's kind of a big topic. Yes. So this is a very controversial technology NVIDIA is introducing. It basically is trying to infuse like new graphical techniques, not just upscaling, but like doing more with the graphics in DLSS when it's processing the image. What is it actually doing? It is taking the input of the color and motion vectors that are running in the game, basically handing them off to some sort of AI model, and then that model will infuse lighting and materials into the scene to try to make it like what it believes is photorealistic, I guess. Important things I've said about it. It is deterministic. So it's not like a regular AI model where you can ask it the same prompt over and over and it'll give you different responses and hallucinate different things. So that is interesting. There's a lot of controversy over this because it dramatically changes a lot of, at least like the human faces in games to look like almost like different people.
Mm-hmm.
It's very odd looking. I have a quote from leader of NVIDIA, Jensen Huang here.
Ooh, this is a good one.
He says, important to note, with this technology advance, game developers have full detailed artistic control over DLSS5's effects and ensure they maintain the game's unique aesthetic. The SDK includes things like intensity, color grading, masking off places where the effect shouldn't be applied. It's not a filter. DLSS5 inputs the game's color and motion vectors for each frame into the model, anchoring the output in the source 3D content.
Sorry, I heard that, and that just sounds like a huge fucking pain in the ass for developers.
Also, I feel like you missed the mark a little bit on the like real comment that he made, which was his response to criticism, which is, well, first of all, they're completely wrong.
Yeah. Well, okay. a lot of the flippant response has been like, this is an AI Instagram filter, and it is a lot more technically impressive than that, even though the results can seem somewhat similar. So I can kind of understand where he's coming from when he's saying like people are wrong about that.
I guess the question is, who is this for? Do you guys, when you look at video games, are you like, I want these textures just absolutely completely changed. I don't like the aesthetic of this game that I'm playing. Let me turn on DLSS5.
What you think? For games that want to be photorealistic,
I guess.
I don't know though. Even then, it's like they made artistic choices to reach a certain aesthetic. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but
I don't know, man.
They could decide that they want their game to be as photorealistic as possible, and that they want to use this.
I think that's the important part, right? If they decide to do it.
Yeah.
We had new info today from the RE9 devs that apparently most of that dev team had no idea about the DLSS5 stuff. And
of course.
It's a lot of studio heads right now that are putting their support by it. Like one of the biggest ones, Todd Howard, has come out very in favor.
Oh, Todd.
Because of course he has.
Of course he did.
Right?
Fucking guy. Todd.
There's a number of like individual graphic artists that have also voiced support though, like kind of talking about how maybe we don't understand the extent of how this stuff can be used yet, and we have to see like what the tools actually look like. There's a guy that was on Twitter like posting pictures of character models he's worked on and how drastically different they look under like rasterized lighting versus ray traced lighting, and like with different shader models and stuff like that. So he's like, this can be like dramatically different, but like if that's what you're going for, that's a good thing. I think the problem with this stuff is it seems like it was studio heads that kind of gave them the go ahead, and NVIDIA just kind of did what they wanted and showed it off. And I think a lot of the effects that they have in place here are like far too dramatic and change atmosphere and tone and like intent in the scene. And I think if this tool was given to developers and like they wanted to make their stuff look better with it, and it has, like what Jensen had said, it has intensity and color grading and masking off places and all these different tools that you can use to tweak how it's going to actually look, and they get the atmosphere that they want and stuff like that, I think that could be really cool. So
you're saying like, as if they had this tool during development and they were like, this is what we're anticipating as the final end goal product. We're going to develop something that the model can then take and reproduce exactly this. I could see that. Yeah, then it's just like it's a final polish tool. It's not a enhancing tool, if you will.
Because they say it's deterministic, so theoretically they will be able to precisely tune it to look exactly how they want.
Right.
And then it'll actually be their vision at that point. Like a lot of people are saying there's a problem because it's like it's overriding the artistic vision of the artist behind these models and scenes and stuff like that. Which I think what this demo is doing is exactly that. It's just overriding it, changing it. But I've also seen artists that have been like, it may not, like the final output we get now may not actually be the vision of the artist, but it could be because of constraints of modern systems. Like, this is all we can go. This is as far as we can go with that. So like, if they had the tools to go farther, would they use them? Like, maybe. There's some more stuff with that. I wanted to get into some of like the technical issues with this. I think it's kind of a weird direction for NVIDIA to go, because basically for the last decade, they've been working towards ray tracing and like all this stuff that's like physically modeling how stuff works in real life and using all of the information inside the engine of the game to render things as accurately as possible, and getting away from things like screen space effects, like screen space ambient occlusion, screen space reflections, stuff like that. This is a screen space effect though, so they're going backwards. It only works on things that are in screen space. So anything that, like if the model sees something that should be casting like reflected light, and it's going to make like it's something off of something that's blue, and it's going to reflect blue light onto a surface, and then you turn the camera away from the blue object, it can no longer know that the blue object is there, and so the surface that you can still see is no longer going to get blue reflected light.
Oh, weird.
And like reflections and like light bounces, stuff like that, it only works in screen space. And then the same thing for like things that are occluded. So like if something comes in front of something else in the scene, it won't know what's behind it, and it cannot make decisions based on stuff that I can't see. So it's really, in a lot of ways, a step backwards, because ray tracing and path tracing can take into account everything that's around you that's not even being rendered in the camera view. So,
Do you think it's like a do you think it is like a this is a temporary band-aid? Like, this is a step to just test whether or not this type of technology will be accepted, and then for them to then adapt it for I guess not stream space, but in-game adapt it so that they are able to kind of handle all of the like occlusions and elements that are not currently in the screen in the model at that moment.
I don't know if they can with the method that they're using here. I think it would have to be an entirely different technology to be able to take that stuff into account. I think back to Jensen was in an interview a while back, and they asked him, do you think the 5090 will be like the most powerful graphics card that we ever get in terms of raster performance? And he kind of like dodged the question and like said that he thought the future of graphics is more than just raster, and like started trying to talk AI stuff, blah, 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 blah. And it kind of made me feel really weird. And this stuff, seeing this, is maybe what he was thinking about in that situation, now that I see it. And it's like basically like you're gonna have to use less and less power on the raster end and more on the neural like rendering end, and that might be the direction it's going.
So maybe this is less a bandage and more I don't want to invest as much in technology to make the underlying systems work better when we can just utilize the components and things we're already making to just make it seem better on the surface. Everybody will be happy with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if the end result works, I I don't really care, I think. But also, I have another note here that I thought I'll get to at the end, but this kind of seems like a good time now. Is DLSS, like, in general, a good thing that was introduced to the gaming sphere? Because I feel like, thinking back, I used to buy a new graphics card, and I would run the new games at, like, the highest settings, at native resolution, at, like, a good frame rate. And now, like, last time I bought a new card, I couldn't even do that. You still needed DLSS. So you needed to run it at a lower internal resolution. And is that, like, because DLSS was introduced, like, developers just expect it to be, like, a fact of life, and so they don't build games that are expected to run at native resolution anymore? And is that, like, a net negative in the end?
I think that trend started before DLSS, but I think DLSS has probably helped it along, for sure.
I don't know, man. I feel like...
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. You were going.
I just feel like games in general have gotten a lot harder to run faster than our hardware has gotten better.
Yeah, I was basically going to say the same thing. Like, I mean, there was a time when a new game would come out and it just basically wouldn't run unless you had like a top end rig. And now, at least with DLSS, you can at least get it running and it looks pretty good. You know, are people using it as a crutch? I think definitely. I mean, I don't know if there's any top end game that would run well without it, right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It is kind of magic, though, because the standard DLSS stuff is so good. Like, DLSS 4 and 4.5 is crazy. Like, going from DLSS 3.5 and then forcing the DLSS 4 model onto games, I can run stuff in performance mode, and it looks just as good as quality mode used to look. And it's just like a free FPS boost. And it's actually, like, really stretched the longevity of my 3080.
Yeah, I'm certainly not complaining. I haven't even thought about upgrading my graphics card.
Right.
Everything I get, I'm just like, well, I just run it. And, like, I run it in performance mode or whatever, but it still looks amazing. Like, I'm not sure why I even would upgrade, really.
You'd also have to take out, like, a second mortgage if you wanted to upgrade.
That's exactly what I was about to say. It's good, because I can't fucking afford to upgrade anyways.
Other issues with DLSS 5, I had a couple other notes I didn't hit yet. It seems like objects that are smaller on the screen and have less to work with, like, the model takes more liberties. You can kind of see this with, there's, like, 2 different examples of Grace from Resident Evil. One of them, she's, like, really close to the camera, and it does, like, a better job, I think, of adding details. The one that everybody complains about, where she gets, like, yassified, she's farther away, and, like, less of her face is taking up the screen, and it seems like maybe that could be why the model's, like, taking more liberties, because it just has less to work with. And that's just, like, because this is being applied to the entire image at all times, I think that's just going to happen with a lot of different things. We talked about
have
that.
Less context to work with, right? So
yeah.
Ability to add detail.
Like, literally less pixels of the face.
Yeah.
We talked about, like, the atmosphere and stuff changing and things. Like, it seems like a lot of these examples they show, the color grading and exposure completely changes. And we don't really know why. Supposedly this is tweakable, so I don't know why they would choose to show it like that. My only thought is, like, it does make it look dramatically different, so maybe they were trying for impact in the demo, and, like, being like, because in the past there's been demos where it's like RTX on and off and people were like, I can't even tell the difference.
Yeah.
Maybe they were really trying to avoid that situation, and so that, like, having it be so drastically different will at least have people be like, dang, this is doing something.
Well, they did get that, at least.
Yeah.
And then there's this post on Reddit where
This is gonna be good.
Yeah.
somebody that has, like, some knowledge of how this stuff works looked at all this stuff and was like, I think what the actual problem is, have you ever seen like the fake HDR photos where like the sky is really overexposed and like the clouds are overly detailed and there's like really bright blown out spots and stuff like that? He's like, it looks like bad HDR, like something has been HDR converted and is like way too like overly detailed, overly contrasty and stuff like that. So he took the original image. He said usually you can't undo that because there's just like the data is lost in the conversion. But because we have the original image also, he was able to basically do a conversion where he fixed the over HDRification of the image and just made it basically seem like it was still the same color grading, same exposure, kind of the same atmosphere and look, but the added details were there, the extra shadows, like the like ray traced light and like hair strands and stuff like that was still showing up. And those images actually look pretty cool. And it seems much more like what I feel like the intended effect would be instead of like this weird, like hyper realistic looking, like almost like studio light looking image of people. Where like all the wrinkles are almost like highlighted with like outlines and stuff like this. It's kind of weird. So that is a cool thread to look through the photos and see the conversions, because basically it's just the tone mapping is off, and I don't know why nobody saw it before this demo went live. The other issues are like kind of moral, and like I have a couple of bullet points here. Is like dev leaders are in, but are they artists? Like,
sure.
Will this result in corporations making graphics more simple and then just using something like DLSS5 to make it look good? And will that result in less artists being required to build the game in the first place? There's a yeah. What do you think? Probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, they would never do anything to hurt artists.
Yeah,
Well,
they'd never do anything to save any amount of money.
Yeah,
Absolutely
If
not.
they could build something, I mean, I think that's kind of what this could do. Is like you could build it really simply and make sure the details that you want are there, but then let this model basically add all of like the finalizing like stuff that makes the character look lifelike, you know?
Did they show it on something that's really
basic,
like,
really primitive.
Yeah, really, yeah. Or is it only on
nothing really? The Oblivion
custom games already?
remake they showed, but that was the remake, so it's still pretty modern. Yeah, nothing really old.
I'd be curious what it does on one of those. And then we'd see how much you actually need to do to get it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is the question, is like how much will it actually be necessary? There's a question of like game homogenization. Like, will this make all these games that are going for photorealism basically just look the same?
Huh. That is a
If
good
they're
point.
all running through the same model, like, will it just come out looking the same? Like, everything just looks the same. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like we've had a lot of like phases in gaming where all the big games do look the same.
Yeah.
Like, remember like early 360?
So all the brown
beige
shooters.
and gray? Yeah, right? Like, if you showed me Call of Duty, Resistance Fall of Man, and a third example, Gears of War, and told
Gears
me
of
it was
War,
all the same
yeah.
series, I would have said, yeah, okay.
Mhm.
I believe you.
I assume the model can be tweaked in ways that change, the output pretty significantly.
You would certainly hope so.
So I would doubt everything starts looking too samey.
So, I don't know. I feel like there's always going to be something to be said for like actual like artistic impression. Like I think of something like Hollow Knight.
Mhm.
Like that, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I haven't done my research. You know how we love to do that here. But I can't imagine the model could put out something quite like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I highly doubt.
It has a very specific style, and everything is very detailed in there. And I feel like if you ran it through the model, you would get a little bit more homogenous looking, you know?
Like, I'm pretty sure games like that just won't like
work,
this won't
right?
do anything for it, like, at
Sure,
all. I think
yeah.
it's only like AAA stuff, essentially, like stuff that is going for photorealism.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the stuff that this stuff is trained on is just straight up real
Photos. That does make sense.
To me, it seems like the probably easiest application of this is something that's EA related, some sports games,
Sports
soccer,
stuff, yeah.
football, basketball, all of that, because there's a lot of training data for that anyway.
Sure.
I mean, they're just live sports it can train off of. And having those be photorealistic, those are just actual representations of people. And I think you would imagine that is probably like the prime application. And you know how big like EA Sports games player base is. It's absolutely enormous. People love playing those games. So I think that probably fits this the best, at least in my mind.
They did show some like soccer examples, and at least one of those I thought looked okay. Another one looked weirdly creepy. Again, I don't know. I do think it was an odd decision to just like kind of slap it over the top and show it. I feel like they should have waited to reveal this with developers that had time to spend with the tools and like do things with it and tweak it and get it where they wanted it to be. Instead of like apparently just talking to like Todd Howard and him being like, sure, slap it on Oblivion. That's my actual vision.
Yeah.
Another issue I thought of is like it can add lighting into the scene and shadows and stuff like that. So what if the future of this technology is like adding other stuff? Like what if they're adding like actual objects or like details to the scene, or just like filling a room with like stuff? I don't know.
You mean like it's essentially hallucinating extra stuff, extra elements onto the screen that were not introduced by the artist in the first place? Well, you
not
know,
even
I guess,
from the artist at that, and then you again don't need as many artists.
but
Yeah.
again, I mean, I guess you kind of have to think, what if they just missed something that should be intended to be in that scene? If there's some lighting element that was just not projected, not demonstrated in a scene that's then caught by this model. I mean, that seems like something.
A person's face is lit, and then the model's like, I don't see a light source though, so I'm gonna make one.
I mean,
I don't know,
it's still deterministic, right? So they still know what they're getting with their final product before they release it.
Yeah, that's where I'm still going with this, but like along the lines of you need less people to build
Oh,
actual
absolutely.
stuff.
I mean, I think that's
That's what all
just
this is for, man.
That's-
That's what it's
that's-
all for.
all these
Mhm.
CEOs
Spend
are
less
doing
money.
AI stuff to pay less people.
Yeah.
100%. That's all it is across the board.
I will say, out of all the examples, I think the Starfield ones, maybe just because their character models are so bad to begin with,
So awful.
Yeah.
So
they actually
awful.
look like pretty decent on the Starfield ones. I think, especially like how the hair connects to the head. It kind of looks like that's floating in the original ones, and then it actually looks grounded and like shaded in and actually pretty good.
Yeah. This is where, when you were talking about like the showing the shadow lines on wrinkles on faces, I think this is where it shows up the most. Like, you look at how bland these character models were before. It was just literally flat skin everywhere on everyone's face. And now you look at them with DLSS5 on, you're like, oh, that person's raising their left eyebrow. So all of a sudden they have wrinkles right here. And you can see the shadow lines from the wrinkles. That's okay. All right. That part
I
I don't
also
mind.
saw there's some like purely environmental shots they showed off, and I think the environments actually look pretty good too. I think it's just inherently there's less uncanny valley with things that are not people's faces.
Sure. Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, I
Like,
thought
if a tree
I
looks a
thought-
little weird, it's like,
I thought those examples were a bit better, even if they were again like totally shifting color balance and stuff in the scenes they were showing.
Honestly, I imagine that's going to be the primary thing it's used for, at least right away, right? Because, like you said, if they mess with someone's face, if it's off by like a little bit, it's going to be like, whoa, what happened to that guy? But, you know, we have to, you know, someone has to light 500 hallways. Well,
yeah.
All right. Maybe not.
It's like, it's what do you call that? Like persistency bias, like whatever is right in your face while you're playing the game, the model you're playing as, the people you're talking to, small changes and subtle changes in them are much more evident to you versus all of the crap that's going on in the background that you're not necessarily thinking about, you're perceiving, but it's just extra elements in the scene. And so if it's off by a little bit, it's your brain's not even thinking, "Ooh, hey, that tree looks a little weird," like you said.
It's like anime that use CG for background elements.
Heck yeah, bro.
And like half the time you don't even catch it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I notice that there'll be like a crowd of people and they're like CG people. And I'm like,
anytime there's a crowd, it's almost always CG.
Yeah.
Save that money.
I mean, no one's been brave enough to do what Ruby did and just have every non-main character just be a black void.
That was bold for sure.
It certainly was bold.
Hey, we really liked it for season 1.
True, it's true.
My last problem I have written down with all of this is I don't like they called it DLSS5.
Oh, I think that's bad. That's bad. It's not DLSS. It's something completely
like
different.
a different technology, right? Like it's not just super sampling.
I feel like part of what, at least my reaction was like, oh, so it's like those gross filters that people always want where you click it on. It's like, oh, look, now the girl has makeup on and is pretty. And it feels like something that, like, calling it DLSS makes me think, oh, it's something I am going to control on my end as the consumer. You know?
I think that's still the intent. Like, it should be toggleable because it will have a performance impact.
It's not so much going to be like, I say, okay, now make the girls pretty.
Oh, yeah.
And then I push my make girls pretty button. You know? Because that is the vibe I got from the base screenshot specifically, right? Like,
it's just like every iteration of DLSS has been an advancement on the specific thing that is rendering at a lower resolution and then upscaling it to try to get it as close as possible to native again with the benefit of better frame rate. Like, that is DLSS. And then having this thing be like, now DLSS adds in lighting and shadows. Like, that is something completely different, I think.
It should
even frame generation, at least they're like, this is DLSS frame gen, like that has a qualifier attached to it.
Right. Why wouldn't they have this? Like, they still have DLSS5, but they have this as a complete different tool, like a toggleable feature that DLSS5 has.
A different name.
Inherent. Sure. So like frame gen, they would call it, I don't know, AI interpolation or something that's, I'm sure they would come up with some stupid marketing name for it, but you know what I mean? Like, they have a toggleable feature in DLSS5 that adds these components to it. So you can still have base DLSS, but then if you really want to add the next layer of enhancement, you can turn this on.
Which surely that's how it's going to have to work. So maybe they'll add a name to it later. I don't know. It's just weird to announce this as DLSS5. This is what DLSS5 is. Did
they specifically say this is DLSS5? Or were they like, let's show off some features of what DLSS5 is capable of? Because that would be very different. Because I would assume they probably said the same thing about DLSS4 when FrameGen came out. Or was that 3?
The thing is announcing NVIDIA DLSS5, breakthrough in visual fidelity for games.
That's ambiguous. That is a little bit ambiguous. But you know what? They probably ran this through marketing and legal, and they were like, all right, look, here's the best way to say this. So if we need to reframe later and separate this out, you won't be caught with your pants down.
There's one more weird thing. I didn't even write it down, but I just remembered it. It's currently running on 2 5090s. That's how this technology is working. There is one 5090 that renders the path traced version of the game, and there's a second entire 5090 that runs this technology over the top of it.
All right, so that means I need how much money in order to run DLSS5
Yeah.
right now?
Sounds like maybe we
No.
don't need to worry about this for a hot minute.
That's supposedly in lab they already have it running on one GPU, and they said they're going to get it working on quote unquote consumer cards. So
Okay.
we'll
guys.
see like how bad the performance impact is, I guess, when this first rolls out. Supposedly it's rolling out this fall.
Wow,
Oh.
Yeah.
that's soon.
Pretty soon, right? To be showing a
That's
demo
soon.
that requires 25090s right now.
When they give the qualifier of consumer cards, do they like draw a circle around all the cards that they're talking about?
Yeah, it's the 5090.
I mean, in my mind, consumer means all the way down to like 60 tier,
Oh, wow.
because that's usually the highest on like the Steam charts for like what people are running is like whatever the 60 series, like
So
60
60s,
tier card,
60s
50,
and
60,
70s. Okay, yeah.
40, 60, 50, 60. I would not be surprised if this is limited to the 5000 series. It's like frame generation was limited to 4000 and up when that came out.
And raise your hand if you have a
That's
5000 series. I think that's Chad
Chad.
only. Yeah. Well, Chad, I guess you'll just have to know what it's like when you get to use it and we don't.
I think that's all my stuff.
Also wanted to bring up this other heavily researched topic. By the way, before we start this podcast, I brought up a comment about how somebody said at one point in the history of this podcast, I wish these guys researched their content more. And of course, Alex comes with, you came with like 25 minutes of commentary about DLSS5 notes, bullet points. So thank you.
You should have seen my Microsoft discussion last week or 2 weeks ago.
I'm sure he did.
Comprehensive,
Aaron
huh?
always watches.
Every time. Let's go on to another heavily researched topic. And Ben, that is 2 games released with the same name. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah. So here's the thing. I don't know about heavily researched. There's not a whole lot to talk about. I was just throwing some interesting, fun little facts in that the fun little news story. I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
this or a little over a week ago, so a nice little game released on Steam called Piece by Piece on March 11th.
Mm-hmm.
It is a fun little cartoony style game, and then interestingly enough, March 13th, 2 days later, a completely different puzzle-based game got released that was named Piece by Piece. The exact same thing, which caused some confusion to people who were trying to buy them. Was mostly just a fun, feel-good story, because there was confusion, and then the devs of each of them got together, and to make a joke about it, you can now go to either of their pages and buy a bundle on Steam on discount that has both of them included together, even though they don't really have anything to do with each other other than the exact same name. It's just
fun.
It was a neat little game.
That is fun.
Neat little thing.
Okay.
That is completely different than when Pray for the Gods was coming out, and Pray was like, "Hey, cut that out."
Hey, cease and
My
desist.
goodness.
You better stick an A in there.
You better stick in the That's good.
You better stick
So
an A in
dumb.
there.
Speaking of Steam, the spring
good.
sale starting today.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff.
Who's buying what for the group? Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud? Who's buying
Don't
what
tell Gabe.
for themselves? Gabe has enough money. He literally bought an entire yacht-making company so that they could make a yacht for him. He didn't buy
You think
just a yacht.
anybody told him that the yacht making company, their job is probably to make yachts already?
Yeah, but when you want the level
He
of
wanted a very
customization,
specific
yeah,
yacht.
dude,
I
Very
heard he has like
specific.
a fleet now.
probably he owns a
That's
yacht
why not.
company.
Yeah, right? Now
they
it's
just keep
free.
building them.
Yeah, every yacht that goes unsold, that's part of his yacht fleet.
Why the hell not?
That's something.
Okay, but actually for the sale, I was going to ask. I think this is directed at Caleb or Alex. Which one of you would rather have No More Heroes 1 and 2?
Hmm.
Because I believe you both have 3,
Oh, do we?
which
Oh.
makes 1 and 2 cheaper.
Wow.
That's so funny.
That's great.
It's a weird system, but Saves you like $5.
I have to take a look.
Heck yeah.
Aaron, I'm probably picking up a game that caught my eye called Leysara Summit Kingdom, which is a city builder that takes place on the side of a mountain. Looks pretty interesting.
Oh,
Pretty good.
City
It's on
builder.
sale for 40% off right now. Yeah, you'll notice I only directed Aaron's attention
That's
to it.
crazy.
I know nobody else is interested,
Thank you, Ben.
How dare you?
Thank you.
but I'll pick that up and let you know how it is.
I'm gonna pick up Rebirth and turn on DLSS5.
Ooh, is
Heck
Rebirth
yeah.
on sale? I have kind of been interested in trying those out.
Yeah, it's 30 right now.
Do you guys
What am
ever
I talking about? You guys own it. I don't know why. I mean, I can just ask you guys how good it is.
You gonna get
Smart.
Rebirth again, Chad? And play through it 200 hours on PC?
No, I can only platinum that game once for sure.
Do you guys ever like look at games that are on Steam sale and you don't own them on Steam and you're like, man, I really wish I had all the achievements on Steam.
Mhm.
And this game
That's
is real
why-
cheap right now.
You don't need the game, you
Occasionally.
just use the Steam Cracker.
But you can't use the Steam Cracker unless you have the game, right?
I don't know.
The Steam achievement
There's
thing, you
probably
have to
a
have the
way.
game in your
Probably.
library to get achievements
Probably
for
have
it.
I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Like, I
And
can't
no,
get
Aaron,
the
I don't
achievements-
because I don't play on anything other than Steam. So.
Okay, I can't get the achievements for Doom: The Dark Ages.
Hmm.
I don't own the game. Nobody owns the game in this group.
Yeah.
You can get
So-
the twin pack for $47.99, Final Fantasy Remake and Rebirth.
Ooh.
There you
Oh.
I have rebought things on Steam, not even for achievements, just to make them be in the same spot.
Did I buy God of War? I think I bought Ragnarok. And if I didn't, then we just own it through the family. Shh. I didn't
Like
buy Ragnarok.
if it's
I definitely got the
sufficiently
first
cheap
one.
enough, it's like $5. Yeah, it's getting added to the library.
Even if you've already played through it and aren't going to do it again.
I'm not opening the Origin launcher.
Oh yeah.
I was reminded, speaking of God of War, I was reminded that Thor kills Kratos. And then it goes to the kill screen. And then he
Oh, yeah.
says, nah, I say when this is done. And he revives him. That's nuts.
That's a good moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There's
dude.
only been like a handful of games where like something like that's happened. It's nuts.
I think
What a good
I'll
freaking
be in the
game.
TV show.
Hopefully.
It rolled credits.
That actually
That would be
pretty bad.
so
They should
funny.
do
That would be
They
kind
could-
of like
they
a
could do it with credits.
Mhm.
that'd be like an Invincible moment. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that'd be
should-
fun.
It'd have to be like an hour and a half long episode, and at the hour mark, because that's the normal episode
Sure.
length, it does the credits,
Yeah.
and then it keeps going. That'd be good. That'd be real good.
I
They
feel
should
like
do that.
that is a good stopping point for an episode because, like, I think after the conclusion of that fight, you kind of recuperate and regroup, and you know, it's the start of the next episode could happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they're watching us and taking notes.
Oh, I'm sure they are. I've seen, screenshots from or pictures from the, development. It looks uncanny. So
Or
pumped.
they're just gonna cast Bella Ramsey as Kratos, so like it's fine.
Why not?
Okay, last but not least in news realm. Wait, are you guys done talking about Steam sale or is there something else you wanted to bring up?
No.
Okay, good. That was your last opportunity.
Steam sale
Wanted to-
sailing.
It
Yeah, Steam sale.
exists.
Sailing.
Wow.
Let's talk about Denuvo, which is DRM software.
Ugh.
I don't know what else to call it. Is that right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
direct, I
it's
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's controversial DRM software.
Yeah.
There are
They're all controversial. Come on.
Isn't that the truth?
That's true.
the thing with Denuvo is it's actually like effective. So it's been more and more used in the last few years because it actually guards against like launch window sales because it takes so long to get around that you actually like pirates that would just go pirate it. A lot of them will end up buying it instead because they cannot, that sort of thing. There's an interesting development though. I just saw today there is new tech on the piracy scene. There is apparently a hypervisor exploit where they can basically run a hypervisor on your system, which runs in between the bare metal and the OS, and it intercepts the Denuvo stuff and gets around it that way.
Wow.
It's like probably way too technical for me to even really understand what they're talking about, but that is the layman's terms.
I like the I like the visual description of runs between the bare metal and the OS.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Like it is not running on Windows
Mm-hmm.
is how intense this workaround is. But apparently it works for like all the Denuvo based stuff. So
Wow.
Dang.
It
Yikes.
just sounds like somebody
Maybe.
ROM hacked Denuvo.
it's like the hack for Switch where it was like based on the chip itself and Nintendo could never do anything about it. It was just like done from frame one.
I'm kind of surprised it took this long to find a workaround for Denuvo, because that's been around for
Yeah, there's
a long time. Decade, maybe?
there are games that will get out like months or years after release that eventually like somebody will have a workaround to get. There also was this one Russian hacker who went by Empress. I don't know if they're around anymore, but they were very politically opinionated, let's say, and talkative, but they were literally the only person that could get around Denuvo for a while, and like they would charge bounties for games and people would pay them, and when they eventually hit like a certain level of funds they'd be like, all right, I'll crack this one.
Wow.
There's a new
That's
person on the scene that's
crazy.
like, they go by Voices 38, that suddenly they've been releasing games here and there that have been protected by Denuvo. So there's a little ways here and there, but this is a new thing that's going to be like kind of available to everybody. Right now, you have to disable like all of your Windows security, so that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, totally.
Supposedly,
choice.
version 2, you're not going to have to do that.
I
So
mean,
we'll see how that affects like the market. Maybe Denuvo will be less of a thing going forward.
I'm already disabling everything for OpenClaw, so you might as well do it
Yeah.
for this, you know?
Just give them full access to your computer.
Just everything. Just do it all for me. Live my life for me. I'm just going to sit here.
So OpenCloud, figure out how to make me money. Here's all my stuff.
Okay, you know what it's time for? Already, somehow.
Whoopipple.
Bipple?
Bipple. Bipple.
The Bips.
The Bips.
Bips. The
The
Bips.
Bips.
Why BBL?
All right. Let's talk about a game that everybody except me has been playing as a group, I think. Has Ben been playing this?
Not Ben.
Ben
Oh.
played it once.
Ben played it once.
We'll
that
get into
counts.
it.
That
I did
counts.
play it one time.
That
Well, I
counts.
played it twice, although only once recently.
True, true.
All right, tell me about the world of Deadlock.
It's really bad. Don't play it.
Okay, cool.
Oh my
Cool.
God.
Oh. Yeah, if you ask Frank that, you know, he'd probably say that as well.
Mhm.
Poor Frank.
Is he?
Wait, what happened with Frank?
He had a bad game of Deadlock, and then I think he swore it off.
I see.
A bad game.
As you
I
do
think,
with MOBAs. That's
I
just how
think
it
the
Dude.
goes.
majority of the times he's played, he's had a bad time.
We've had some good games with them. I think anytime we get more than like one, maybe two people alongside of them, it starts getting much harder. Just
The,
'cause
the matchmaking.
rank matchmaking
Ah.
and ranks. And he didn't. He wasn't okay with like doing bad or like losing. I think you have to be okay with learning for a while.
That's MOBA.
To get
You
over the
sign
hump.
yourself up for like 100, 200 plus hours of just learning. And then finally it starts to click and you're like, I can see the matrix. I gotta buy this item because this person's doing this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. I just left Deadlock in here because it's basically been the only thing I've been playing recently for the most part.
Wow.
It's so freaking good. It's incredible. I can't believe they've done it again. I can't believe it.
Just like Artifact, baby.
Yeah. 3 for 3.
Just like Artifact. Gosh.
It's not, I mean, they haven't done it again yet. We still haven't surpassed Dota 2 numbers. So until we get there.
It's not even out yet. It's in beta or alpha or
Dude,
some shit.
You still have to have
Go
an
look
invite
at-
to
go look
play.
at-
Yes,
Go
invite
look
only.
at Dota 2 beta numbers.
I will
Well,
not.
wasn't Was it invite only back then?
Yeah.
Or was it
Dota
like
was?
just
I don't
beta
think
that
so.
you could just kind of down? I don't think
I'm
they
like
started doing it.
90% sure Dota needed an invite. Because
Okay.
I played it with you guys back in the day, like
That
once.
sounds familiar,
Needed
yeah.
an invite because you needed like a key or something.
It
I
did
think
at
that's
some
correct.
point. Yeah,
So I think
definitely.
I was also invited to
like,
join with you guys around the same time.
Definitely like pre 2013, 2012.
Yeah.
But then it was also in beta for like a long time,
Yeah.
just open.
That was so long. Like we were playing Smite first, and then I think Travis moved over to Dota, and then like started getting all of us over there. That was, oof.
This looks like okay. So Dota 2 launched in September of 2011. Day one, 312 players. By August of 2012, they were over 100,000. And then, of course, from there, it just gets absolutely crazy.
I mean, what was the competition back then? Though Call of Duty, like
League.
We've been over
Yeah,
100,000
League.
Deadlock.
Anyway, so back to Deadlock.
It's a freaking good game, man.
Yeah. A lot of fun. There's a lot of comeback mechanics that I think make it a lot more interesting. Keep the losing team in the game. I think Alex said he was watching a tournament and one of the teams was down by 70,000 souls and came back and won. Is that right?
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
70K. It's insane. There's so many, I think, good streamlined decisions in this game. Like, there's just like no wards, and it doesn't matter. It seems
Yeah.
like you don't have to deal with that crowd.
I never.
You have so much movement, it doesn't really,
Yeah.
you don't need them.
Yeah, sure. You would see someone and they'd already be on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about no awards. That's kind of funny.
Keep it that
every character in the game, for the most part, can be like built sort of anyway. Like everybody can just run like carry items, and it's kind of fine.
Pretty much everyone does,
Yeah,
for the most part.
like
You
people
have a
want to
couple
build
support
damage.
characters that people build support on, but
Interesting. And it doesn't matter if people are just running 5 carries, essentially.
Kind of
Well,
everyone
the-
is a carry a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's also the key distinction of like you don't pick
Your
like your team composition. The game has like built-in parameters for like, we need to make sure there's a frontliner, we need to make sure there's like a late game carry, we need to make sure there's a support, quote unquote. But
Do
also
you-
all those characters can build like you can take Rem and freaking nuke the crap out of somebody with the pillow, even though he's purely like a support character in design.
Mm-hmm.
In like high level play, like in these tournaments, do they pick their team compositions or are they still at the whim of whatever Deadlock decides they're going to play?
I think they do draft.
I kind of
they?
assumed they would. Just because, like, if you're in a pre-made team going against another pre-made team, I would think you would want to be able to be like, hey,
Yeah.
you are going to do this and I'm going to do this.
Right. It would take away their like team's player agency if you were just like forcing their hand to play against.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. It's like, oh, whoops, you played Mina against Mina's biggest counter. Goopy
Yeah,
goop.
I would like to see that in regular play as well. I think the quick play should stay around, but I honestly want to see like picks and counter picks and stuff like that. Especially because 9 times out of 10, I pick Lash and it cues me into a Dynamo. And it's like, all right, so I pick up the whole team, I throw them down, but now I'm ulted and I'm dead because Dynamo just hits a key after he slams on the ground.
Yeah,
like,
makes
thanks.
sense.
Let me ban that guy. Get him out of here.
Yeah, I was about to say, before you said that, I was like, I can't really think of any really specific counters, but that is one.
Yeah.
I feel like the game is more focused around item countering
Mhm.
characters.
Much more
than
focused around
player
item countering.
Do you like that more? Because I really
Yeah.
liked player countering in Dota. Really like playing around team composition. I really like that people are like, you kind of are almost like forced into a role. And you build to that role and you play around the characters you have, not the items you're picking.
I don't know. I have some issues with that. Like, right, you're playing Dazzle, and the other team has an axe. Now you have an ult that just doesn't do anything because they have a character who ignores it.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's not
sure.
fun.
Sure.
Yeah, even with the dynamo counter, like if I notice that, like, okay, I picked up dynamo, he has an ult, I just don't slam down, so I don't
Right.
die. Like, sure, I don't,
Sure.
I miss out on damage, but if I put
It changes slightly how you approach it.
yeah, if I put the team in the correct position, my team can do more damage away from that ult. Now he's wasted an ult. You know, it's kind of a different way of playing chess.
You also a lot of times still end up building into roles.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot more flexible. Like Hayes is building gun carry like all the time, pretty much. Like they're gonna be your late game deleting characters person. I'm playing Rem. I'm going around healing people, like building items that either CC or save people. That kind of stuff. Same with Paige. Like, if you're playing in Furnace, you're like, oh, I gotta build stuff that does percent damage or HP damage or whatever to deal with like the enemy Victor or whatever, right? Like that's
Everything
your
does
job.
HP damage. What are we talking about?
Percent,
What kind of damage? Emotional damage?
percent HP.
MP
Yeah.
damage.
Ooh, drain their mana. That's really good in Deadlock.
Yeah, you can get,
There's
you can
no
get
mana.
stamina damage.
I suppose you could build purely stamina damage. That's a good point, Caleb. I didn't think of that.
Mm-hmm.
If
Next
they
time I
can't
play
move,
with you,
they can't
Stamina,
you got
do
me.
anything.
I'm
Stamina
gonna be the
system's so
stamina
good.
Listen,
It is.
Jake, that's
Actually-
what I'll build next time I play.
guy. Yeah. I'm curious. Well, I guess two things. I'll start with you, Ben. Why did you hate it so much?
I didn't hate it. I just didn't. I don't know. I wasn't that invested, but I think that's mostly because I don't play a lot of. More just I don't play PvP games pretty much ever anymore. I'm not that interested in them, so that's probably what happened. It wasn't much to do with Deadlock specifically.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, as much as I'm cracking jokes about like don't play it, it was a good game. It's just not my cup of tea.
Okay, I got the vibe that you really didn't, because the game ended and you said, that's why I don't play these games, and then you left.
No,
I
get sorry. I get too frustrated by
No,
PvP games
it
generally.
is totally fine. You were allowed to be frustrated. I was just curious, like,
No,
what was so...
Deadlock in itself is fine. I have nothing
Okay.
against it in particular. I
Fair
think
enough, fair enough.
it was a little overwhelming for
It is
going in
overwhelming.
first time and not knowing what was going on. Like the item shop is like massively
A lot.
complex, although
Yeah.
it does help a lot. I did, from a former League player, I did very much enjoy a lot of the aspects they included, like the ability to queue up builds. Like the community can
Oh my
upload their
fucking
own
God.
builds in the shop, and then you can queue them up your particular build to just auto tell you this is what you buy next. That's lovely. Like
As someone who has never
Chef's
known
kiss,
how to
amazing.
make a build in my life, that is such a lifesaver.
Like my main thing that slowed me down when I played League was having to tab between the game
Mhm.
and back when my single monitor days, tab between the
Oh,
game
no.
and a browser window telling me what to buy next.
Oh,
It's just right there.
This is how bad I was in the League days. There was a build that was like, okay, so build this item and then buy one of these boots. That's not how I read the build. I bought 5 pairs of boots.
Oh,
I was like, this doesn't make sense to me, but I don't really know how this game works.
I too remember
But I
back
guess I'm
before
wrong.
they didn't let you buy multiple sets
Yes,
of boots
this
anymore
was
to fix that.
OG League. Yes,
Mhm,
yes.
back in the
They
old
probably
days.
fixed it for me.
It's one
Man,
they're
I-
buying 5
fucking
sets.
I've been falling victim to that sometime. Well, not anymore, but like back, early Deadlock days, there was like optional stuff that people would put in. So like they'd have
Yep.
like left or right this, but then optional, and I would just buy all the optional. And
Oh,
so
absolutely.
until I started like really reading like
And it's
what-
like, oh shit, this
how
is
to do-
optional. Like
yeah.
if you need it, buy
Yeah,
one
yep.
of these.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing any damage, but I only have tier 1s. What's happening here?
full on items, all tier 1s.
My
But
other
that
question
was
was... Okay, yeah, sorry, man. I didn't mean
No,
to
you're good.
cut
I
you
was
off
just
there.
commenting. I think I do think it's a very good game. I think if I like PvP more, I would enjoy it quite a lot. And I like a lot of from again as a former League player, I think they took a lot of the things I don't like about League and they seem to have taken steps to fix them, which is nice. The whole, like you commented, Jake, when we were playing, the fact that unlike with League, in League of Legends, if you fall behind, you're just fucked. Great, you're stuck in the
dead.
game for 30 minutes now, losing over and over again. This game,
Mhm.
I believe Alex said, gives you a buff if you're behind to help you catch back up.
Yeah, I think you
That's
literally
great.
make more
Love it.
money if you're behind. Or maybe it's if you have the least souls in your team, something like that.
Yeah, if you're the
Maybe it's
least souls
both.
in the game, I think there's around like a 5-10% gain on all of your like souls that you accumulate.
Yeah, it seems
Awesome.
like they looked at a lot of the complaints about the popular MOBAs and went, how can we fix some of these things?
And,
And,
like the urn existing and how it
Yes.
shifts based on if you're
Yeah.
behind, it'll be
The
easier to
urn.
capture.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the urn's best urn.
It's
such a
it's
good
definitely
urn.
shifted the gameplay to even at like end when you think that you're about to funk the last part of the ancient or whatever you want to call it, hidden, whatever. The other team, even 50k down, could just make a good team play and then they win. It's like
Mhm.
it makes where you have to play smart and not just, oh, I'm fed X amount of souls, I could just run the game.
That can still
Yeah.
happen
I was
sometimes.
about to say,
it does
mind
still
you,
happen sometimes.
There was a wraith that I played against earlier that had 72k souls. Our team was 30k max. That was ridiculous.
One of the more recent changes is if you have 2 or more of your team like at your base, like what is essentially your ancient, like your main base objective, it goes
Your
invulnerable.
nexus, if you will.
Your next, yeah. It goes invulnerable if you have 2 or more of your team there. So you can make like desperate last-ditch efforts. Like all my life in Dota, I've been taught, oh, it's almost dead, just hit the ancient and end the game, right? And that's what we
Yeah.
used to do in this game too. Now
Yeah.
it's like they can put up a fight and you better be ready for it. And there's so many times that we're like, we can just end, right? We can just end. They're about to all be back up. We can just end though, right? And then we get wiped and then they come back across the map. And it's like, well, okay, we're in this game for another 10 minutes now because we have to wait for like mid boss or something.
Wait,
to
did
try
they
to-
just change that?
It wasn't just,
relatively
it's
recent.
relatively new. It's the last few
Okay.
months.
Yeah.
Okay. That
It's one of
sounds
the big
crazy.
changes. It was probably around the same time that they made the heal creeps, the enemy heal creeps
Drop
drop
the
heal, which I think is
Mm.
such a good idea compared to what they had before.
It's so smart.
It's really, really smart. It lets you play around the creep wave in such a neat way.
Hmm.
I wanted to ask Aaron, is there a reason you haven't tried this game yet? Because I feel like you would love this game.
When I first started playing, I think I was just overwhelmed by it, and then you guys kind of sped off and played a lot, so I just haven't tried. I like really wanted to jump back into it, and I've had so many other games that I've been wanting to play that I just have kind of like, I don't know, it's taken a back seat. I love Dota. I love MOBAs. I think this game is when I first tried, I think there's just like a lot more layers to it than what Dota was for me at the time. So I think it was just, I don't know, a bit overwhelming maybe.
I mean, it definitely is overwhelming.
It's like
It's quite complex.
Take Dota, add a bunch of speed, add parrying mechanics, add stamina, add. Okay, I'm exhausted already.
Take away mana.
Sure,
Yeah,
take
no,
away
man.
mana.
There you go.
Sure.
Balances.
Take away like 100 characters.
Yeah.
You only have to learn like 40.
Sure.
I saw somewhere on Twitter where it was like, this is basically like getting into Bitcoin right now. You need to get into Deadlock like right now because there's like no characters. But when they release this game in a year or 2 from now, there's going to be like 100 characters, and it's going to be even more overwhelming. So
In the
gotta get
last
in now.
6 months, they've added 12 characters. So
yeah,
It's actually wild. That is actually wild.
I feel like they won't do another big one like that for a long time. Like this seems like it was a big push to
Yeah. I
get
would
the game to
imagine
a
not.
state that was more stable,
Hmm.
expand the roster a bit.
What's the current duration of a game of Deadlock? Like a typical
30 to an hour.
32 an hour. So it's
Yeah.
pretty similar to Dota.
I think an hour
Hours
doesn't
are long.
happen as
Yeah.
often.
Rare.
Hours is
Yeah.
long,
I would put
but
the
it
average
can get there.
at like 40 minutes, probably 35,
Okay.
40.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I seriously think you would love this game, Aaron. Give it a little bit.
Yeah,
time.
I need to give it some time. And unfortunately, I did not play a game between Game of the Year podcast and last weekend.
Man, I mean, if you're worried about being behind, I am so far behind, it's not even funny. Like, literally, I get in a game, I'm just like, what was that move?
Yeah.
What's that? What's that?
What are all
Literally,
these things.
every single time, it's like, okay, let's go do mid-boss. I'm like, great. How do I get to mid boss again? Which there's a door here and it leads to a tunnel. Well, this isn't right. I'm
we need
always
to
late.
get games going with like both of you, so that there's lower ranked players. In
Oh
the match.
yeah, so you
Get
guys
Brendan
can just
in also.
stomp on everybody else.
And Travis.
It still does. It does lane based matchmaking.
Yeah. It does a really
Really?
good job,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
It still
Yeah,
does
it does
that.
a pretty good job. Yeah,
Interesting.
and
I
you
kind
can
of
swap lanes and mess it up.
There-
But it
yeah,
starts out.
There have been times we had a 6-stack and somebody on our team was like, "Hey, does anybody want a rem in their lane?" And so like I swapped with him to go over and be with Annie. That lane was the easiest lane I've ever been in my entire life. Like that, I was killing them constantly. And then I hear about the middle lane where I came from, and it's like a nightmare. I was like, oh, okay.
Somewhat unrelated, but did you guys see the Jeff Kaplan interview on Lex Friedman? Where he was talking
I
about
saw that there was
Overwatch?
one, but I didn't watch it.
At one point, he
Yeah.
asked them a question about matchmaking, skill-based matchmaking in Overwatch, and he starts talking about how like it is the most complex thing to program in all of video games, because what the user will tell you is that they want an even match, but that's not actually true. What the user wants is something that feels even, but that they can eke out a win over their
Yeah.
competitor.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
trying to, he's like, it's essentially an impossibility to build a scenario where that always exists, because you can't have that for everyone. Someone has
Right.
to lose.
Someone
And
has
Someone
so-
has to
yeah.
lose.
Right. And
Every
so
game.
programming is just essentially impossible, and you have to tighten it as much as you can. But it was just like a really interesting take. I'd never really thought about it from that perspective, but that's really true. When I played Dota, it was not like I want an even match. No, I want a really tough match, but I want the W in the end.
Mhm.
Man,
What I'm
there's
hearing
been.
is when I lose, it's not my fault. It's the matchmaking.
I need somebody to blame,
Yeah.
but also there's been a bunch of matches at this point in Deadlock that have given me like the high that peak
The
Dota,
Dota Rush
has,
vibe. Mm-hmm.
where it's like we were so close to losing, and we made like this one really good decision, and it just flipped the game for us.
Yeah.
And it feels so good.
And the
Yeah.
lows are never as bad as the lows were in Dota. Never.
Well, the lows in Dota were pretty bad, especially the seasons of Dota where the average match time was 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60
Average?
minutes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had matches that would go an hour and a half long, and you still lose.
No way, no way, no way.
Which an hour and a half is nothing. If you want to go watch that Jeff Kaplan interview, it's 5 hours and 10 minutes. So have fun.
What?
Yep. It's a long interview.
You watch that while you're sitting on the flight. Not going anywhere.
I
No, 'cause
can't
that was
imagine.
only an hour and 45 minutes. Get out of here.
I can't imagine how complex the Deadlock matchmaking is, because they have
Right.
everybody pick multiple characters and priorities for what they want to play.
Why do you
And
think it
then
takes like
also-
9 minutes to get into a match?
Also, more recently, they introduced you can like middle click people that you don't want to play against. So it's
Yeah.
basically bans, but it's more
A
like soft.
ban.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you can still play against them.
Yeah.
That's
And then Goo
cool.
wants me to turn on like the team laning
team lanes
priority,
instead of
and I'm like,
balance
yeah,
lanes.
I want to see her for 15 minutes in queue. Like, no, thank you.
The queues are
That's not
that
even-
long.
They're not that
No,
long.
no,
No,
not
like,
usually.
but if you turn on the prioritize instead of balance, the team laning, you gotta
There's
think
this-
it's going to take way longer because it's
Sure,
going to be
there's
like
a
you and your
setting where
partner in
you
the
can
lane.
tell
I
the
got
game-
5 people,
You can tell the game you want to lane with your friend. I don't care what the balance is like.
which
And
that's
so it'll
why.
try to do that for you.
That is wild. That's a lot of layers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
And
I mean,
additionally, you have per character
Preferences.
skill ratings. Skill
Yeah.
ratings.
Oh, skill ratings.
per
Yeah.
and
character
preferences.
skill
Yeah.
ratings.
You have
Yeah.
per character MMR essentially.
There
You
was a
can go
while
look
there
at your
where
skill rating and it'll tell you this character is you perform above what your skill rating is on this character, and you perform below what your skill rating is on this character.
there was a
do
while
that
there
sort of
where I
thing.
had other characters double up arrowed prioritized. I was getting Moan Krill every single time because I was that's like the
Yeah.
only character I was good with at that time.
This, man, that makes me so happy. That's what I want games to do, is give me all of the statistics. I want
Yeah.
all of it. And then I'll decide
gives
how
it
I
all,
want to
man.
like approach the game. That's so cool. All right, I guess I'm going to have to play some Deadlock soon. All right, whatever.
There's also just so much info in Deadlock. You can see, just looking at the top of the screen,
Oh my
everyone
God.
who has their ult ready or not.
Yeah.
You can mouse over something to
Honestly-
see all of their inventory.
Do you like that?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
come around on it. I like it a lot.
You
Man,
can hit
because
tab once and you can see, the entire team, entire enemy team is building physical damage, now you can buy a physical item
do
to
you
resist.
feel like that takes away from the back and forth mechanics of the game though? Because in Dota, the whole point was these people exist and would reveal items at specific times in order to
That's
take
true.
lane advantages, take fight advantages. They
You're
Like
not
you
gonna be-
reveal the blink dagger the
blink
first time.
is huge.
Yeah.
And now, like, if you're able to see that,
Well-
then you just
That's
I mean, it's the same thing, guys. You just buy it right before you intend to use it, yeah?
that's
Like,
actually
The game
interesting. I
tells
didn't
you
know
when they
that.
buy stuff.
that's
you
I
pay
didn't
attention.
know that was
crazy.
how League. That was how Dota went. In League, items are public knowledge. Also,
They're
just
public.
like this.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what
as
makes
soon as somebody buys, you can tab and see it.
I always felt like that's what made Dota pro matches so dynamic and interesting, because they would play around key item purchases at key times during the game, and then you don't know what the team has. And then on the blink reveal, it's just like all of a sudden it is a huge swing of XP and gold, because they take a huge team fight because of some new item, and then all of a sudden the game is just on. And that, for me, was the big like highs and lows of Dota, and that's what I loved. I feel like if I have all of that information during the game, I don't know. It doesn't feel like as important when somebody
It's
buys
still,
something.
from
Mhm.
experience, I feel like it still feels the same
Okay.
Yeah.
because it's also so hard to keep track of it all.
Yeah,
Right, it's
there's
like so much
6
information
people
overload.
on the enemy team. You're gonna watch all of their purchases.
True.
There's a
But
lot
then
to do.
also you have moments where you're like, oh, there's a Victor here. We probably can't kill him. And then you glance at the top of the screen and realize his ult's down. And you're like, oh my gosh, everybody needs to jump on this dude right now.
Yeah.
Is this
And
is
it's really good.
this amount of information on screen something that eventually, like, Overwolf has an overlay that you can just kind of like set it to give you key timings on things that you need to approach?
There have
Like,
been
like-
mods that give you even more stuff in this game already.
Yeah.
But
Not
they,
surprised. If it's all publicly available, it's very easy to exploit that.
they have added a bunch of the stuff that was in that mod that I'm thinking of to the game already, actually. Like timers on mid boss and stuff like that. Like mid boss is basically Rashawn.
Yeah.
There's just like a timer on the map now that didn't used to be there to tell you exactly when they're gonna show back up.
Yep.
Um,
Used to be you just type into chat when it went down. You know
Ah,
what time
yeah.
it's gonna come
Oh my
back
gosh, yeah, I remember that.
out.
But now you have to tell your whole team to get out of middle because you can't freaking see it.
True.
the map, yeah.
You're
Yeah,
like,
there's a
"Why-"
bunch
you're
of
like,
little
"Alright, when is
information
it
that,
up?"
that got added to that already.
Like, when is it up? And you like hit tab and you're just like, Rem, what
I
are you
can't
doing?
tell.
Get out of middle. Get out of Rem.
One of the craziest ones is you can just see everybody's net worth, and that is the primary statistic that you look at
All the time.
all
Yeah,
the time.
It's always
Because-
on screen.
Because
This
if you think about it, when we watched Dota as a spectator, that is the primary statistic that everybody focused on all the time.
Oh, 100%.
But you
Yeah,
couldn't see
absolutely.
it in game. So you could kind of feel out like, oh, this PA is probably like 10K ahead of everybody and destroying everybody. But you don't know for sure.
Yeah, that's what I like, though. I like that level of mystery. And then you get
I didn't see
absolutely
that character
decimated
that's-
because she blinks on you, and just one strike crits you and kills you. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
I
And then you
think
see
it
the
feels.
character in lane that's 15k ahead, and you're like, okay, maybe I shouldn't try to kill them right now.
Yeah.
Just farm a little bit.
If you're smart enough to check that and be aware, I think it feels better that it allows you more options to play around stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's also just if you didn't have that information, because of the fact that the movement in this game is so fast and honestly
Yeah,
you die
it's-
so quick, it's like
Yeah, it's
you would
true.
just get ganked constantly and just
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
that's
know
very true.
why you're dying.
The pacing is certainly very different from Dota, and having
yeah.
those timings is not. I think in Dota, like maybe the swing is big, but it also doesn't feel like it's as rapidly onset. Like in this game, if you were to get ganked in that same way, yeah, sure, it's going to be pretty traumatic.
I think you specifically would be into the macro game and decisions about like where the team should be going and what objectives they should be doing, because that stuff gets really strategic. And I feel like that's kind of similar to what you were into in Dota before. And also, more
it took me
specifically,
2,600 hours, but eventually I did get there.
in terms of like characters, I think you'd be into like the team fight heavy / initiator type, based on your love of like Enigma,
Earthshaker, Enigma.
You'd be into
Yeah,
like
you're gonna love
Dynamo.
Dynamo, don't you worry.
Yeah, because I remember when you played over a year ago, however long ago that was, you were just played Infernus, and I don't know if that was really the
Infernus is a
style.
boring character.
He is kind of.
Yeah, he was pretty boring.
Really the style that you'd be into. of all
I mean,
things.
listen, the first time I played Dota 2, you made me play Lich and then Lifestealer. 2 characters I basically never played after that.
Yeah.
Those are some boring characters too.
Exactly. Oh well. All right, let's move on to some individual games. Caleb, what have you been playing?
I played through Esoteric Ebb. Alex picked this up. Oh, Macy hasn't played through it yet.
I'm getting there.
It is a single-player CRPG, which feels very, very tabletop-y. It's definitely Dungeons and Dragons inspired, D&D adjacent for sure. It's very similar to Disco Elysium style of game, but it has a lot more color, a lot more levity.
Isn't it a
Not
Disco
nearly as
Elysium dev that
I
made
don't
this
think
game?
so.
No.
This one's not, yeah.
Okay.
There
I thought
are
it was
like
one
6
of
of those.
It's
but
crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, I really thought it was one of them.
Yeah. Man, it's really, really good. This game had me laughing out loud on many, many occasions. It's very funny. You can play it entirely differently based on, what you want to put your stats into at the start of the game. I just had a blast with it the whole time. Got a really interesting story going on. It's just really good. I can recommend it highly enough. It is a really cool art style too. It's very cartoony-y, I would say, cartoonish. But it's really pretty, really cool.
I have a
Very
question.
vibrant. Yeah, what's up?
I saw you got an achievement for like telling people you're a rogue.
Yeah,
Did you stick to that throughout the whole game? That you were
I told people
that
I
was
was a
your
rogue
identity?
like 20 sometimes. Yeah.
Did that change? Like, did you get more roguish? Did
No,
it like affect how? Okay, so you're still
you're
a
still
cleric.
just a cleric.
Okay,
You're still a cleric
I was
regardless
was
of what
wondering
you call
about
them.
that.
But I did tell people I was a rogue a lot. There were a lot of voice lines, or not voice lines, but dialogue lines about it. It's very good. It's very
Yeah,
funny.
because I've already got some achievements for telling people I'm a cleric,
Mm,
or more specifically, the cleric is what I say every time.
yeah,
I am the cleric.
yeah.
One
One of the
I was
classes.
wondering if that had gameplay implications.
Not really. Maybe a little bit for a couple of the classes, but there's one I didn't even find. I have no idea what one of the classes is that you can tell people you are. Never saw it. There's a lot of content in it. I could see wanting to play this multiple times through with different stat distributions, so you could play differently.
Yeah,
I'm
And
glad you
there's a whole
picked
bunch of like factions going on and how they interact with each other.
I'm glad you picked this up. I had a lot of fun with it during the Next Fest last year when I played the whole demo. It was just a really interesting game.
Mm-hmm. It only gets better from there.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
curious.
playing dumb and strength, so I can see how things would
just
be
like
very
real
different
life.
already. Yeah,
just like
Wait, Alex, you're not playing a healer?
I am a cleric,
Close as you can get. Got it.
the cleric.
Oh my god. I'm curious, Caleb. You said it's funny, unlike Disco Elysium, which is weird to me because I
No,
think
no.
Disco Elysium's.
Disco Elysium is funny, but Disco
Okay.
Elysium is also very dark. And
Fair. Okay.
this game is not that.
Gotcha.
It's-
okay.
yeah.
Okay. There's no
in
staring
terms
into
of
the
its
grim
atmosphere
part
and
of man.
storyline.
Okay. Gotcha.
This
There's
game
no,
is whimsical.
Yes.
There's no bloating corpse in the town square.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, interesting.
If there is,
All
it's
right.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
comical.
Interesting. Okay.
As long as it's
It's not
funny.
incredibly serious, whereas I think Disco Elysium is both very serious and quite
And
funny at
not.
times. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
I'll go next. I assume you guys have talked about Requiem to Death. Talk about it
Requiem
last
for a
podcast.
Dream.
Yeah, Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah.
Freaking
We've talked about
excellent
some.
film.
The death? I don't think the death.
Yeah.
couldn't really talk about a lot. There's a lot of spoilers. Everybody dies at the end because of T-virus,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it makes
yeah.
sense.
Yep.
This is the final end of the series. Everybody's dead.
Yeah, pretty cool. Man, this game's great. Chad, you finished this? You platinumed this game?
I am playing on it, but I did play through it, and then I went on casual and played through it again with not using any heals and trying to beat the 4-hour condition.
Oh my!
I got
goodness.
to, what was it, 359.11? Yeah, it was close.
Just under the wire.
Wow.
Alex was in Discord with me, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I failed." And he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I literally cannot kill this last boss because I just don't have ammo. I can survive as long as I want. I just can't kill it." And so then I reloaded a save, and I like strategically just like didn't shoot bullets and like did it painstakingly slow. And I'm like, "There's no way I made 4 hours." And then I killed him, and I was like, "Oh, 359.11, yes."
I guess all I'll say about this game is I really had a lot of fun with it. I have not played a absolute ton of it. I think maybe played like 10 hours or something. But I really liked. I should be done. How long is this game supposed to be?
It's like a 9-hour game.
I've heard 39.
Maybe I have
58, I believe.
Chad and Caleb both finished it in like 9 and change.
Now I gotta look. I gotta look. Oh,
Now,
yeah.
Steam will tell you that I played shorter because never mind.
Yeah, I think I have 1 minute on record. In Steam.
It says I have 10 hours. Maybe I'm close to the end. I don't know.
That's crazy. I have like 100 hours somehow. I haven't beaten it yet, but 100 hours.
How it works?
Chad beat it in under 4 hours, so pretty short game.
I don't know. I've just caught myself kind of exploring every nook and cranny.
Yeah.
It's just a cool game.
To explore.
I think probably the most interesting component of this game is that they chose to make half of it in first player and half of it in first person, third person. I think it's a really cool choice. Has anybody played where you just turn that off and you go all first person or all third person?
Speedrunners have.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that's fun.
If you look up, nothing can hit you.
No way. In first person?
In first person?
First person, you just look up.
That's
What?
hilarious.
And, like, people have found out that they could like there's one like bridge scene where like zombies keep jumping onto the bridge after you and you have to keep knocking them off. You just stand in the corner looking up on insanity difficulty and it just passes that.
Wow.
Huh.
That's awesome.
Love that.
Why? Like how is that coded?
Who knows, man? I think this game just reminds me how much I love Resident Evil games. And now I'm like, I need to go back and play the remakes because I never played any of them. I just went.
Oh,
You gotta
man.
play 2.
I know. I just
and
went
4.
7,
2 is
8,
really
9.
good.
And you guys talked a lot about them, but at the time I was playing other things, and I just never got around to it. So
This game just reminds me that I don't like Resident Evil, I just like Leon. Oh, Grace is pretty cool. I like Grace.
if I remember correctly, you didn't really like.
I
8,
hate 7 and 8.
correct? Really? Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, 8 I can totally understand. 7 still feels like a little bit in line with this. Not quite
I don't know.
what this
With
is.
the grace parts.
Yeah.
Well,
the grace parts.
I
Not
played
with
the
the
Grace
Leon
parts
parts.
to get to the Leon parts.
Yeah.
Although I also played the Grace parts apparently after like looking at like guides and stuff like that after I beat it. I played her like Leon, where I was like killing everything. I'm like, oh wait, that's not how this is supposed to work.
Man.
Actually, I started playing the remake of 2 recently.
Oh, you did. Look at that. You can
Pretty
play
good.
those games?
Right? I had all these people messaging me on Steam when I launched it.
Like, are you okay? Is everything all right at home?
I made it through like the first section, I guess, of the game so far. I've solved the main statue in the beginning, and I opened the secret passage.
What would you guys say was your scariest Resident Evil experience, game-wise? If you're to say, like, this is the most frightful Resident Evil I've ever played.
It's a
Caleb's gonna
tie
say
between 7 and
Jake's gonna
House
say 9.
Beneviento and 8.
That one specific location, the
Pretty
house.
scary.
7's
I think-
crazy, man.
I think the first Grace part in this game is very scary.
Oh, yeah.
Indy.
Oh, Indy's down there.
I got very confused. Honestly,
Yeah,
he's
the
not
part
on
where
screen.
Indiana Jones shows up is pretty scary.
Well, I got confused because I have a cat named Indy now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Anyway, great game. Excited. I'm certain this is going to be on multiplayer game of the year lists.
Mhm.
Have you figured out that you can parry literally everything?
Nope.
Literally
I
everything
saw-
in that game.
I'm not
I
going to
saw a
lie.
video where Leon is parrying a car.
What?
Yeah, there's a part pretty early on. You probably got there, but there's like cars going by, and you can parry
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
You can parry the car.
You parry the
Oh
car.
yeah,
You can parry a RPG.
hell yeah.
You can parry. There's so many memes on Twitter now about like Goku shooting a Kamehameha or something, and
Just
then
parry
Leon parries it. It was like, that wasn't very super of you, just saying.
Freaking love that.
Leon's like the best character in anything ever. He's so good.
Bro,
Oh,
recently
he's-
I saw a clip, just because Leon's been brought, I saw a clip, I guess in Resident Evil 4, there's a ladder in the way of like him trying to get out of a building, and he throws the ladder down and then jumps out of the building. It's like, dude, you could have took the ladder. What are we talking about?
Not cool
Take
enough,
ladders.
man.
He's
Yeah.
not going to lower himself to the ladder's level. Absolutely not. All right. Chad, did you have anything, or is it just Deadlock?
Just Deadlock, man.
All right.
And
That's
Requiem,
okay.
but just Deadlock, man.
That's okay. That's okay. Alex.
Yeah, I played this game called Super Battle Golf.
Oh boy.
Wow.
It's the new hotness in the friend slop scene.
I actually am
Christ.
curious to hear about this because I
Oh.
have seen that.
Is it
Is
as
the
good?
replacement for Golf with Your Friends?
That's
Or
what
Penguin
it
Heist?
was.
That's why I was going to bring it up. I think it's a really good extra life game. It's basically if you took Mario Kart and combined it with golf. Like
Uh-huh.
everybody starts at the beginning of the hole. There's a countdown, Mario Kart style, to start the race. You even can do like a perfect tee off hit at the right time on the countdown, and then you get a little speed boost afterwards.
Heck
And then
yeah.
everybody runs as fast as they can towards where their ball's going and tries to hit it into the hole as fast as possible.
Oh, so this
And-
is like when I golf on a regular golf course.
You sprint towards where you hit it and try
Do
to
you
hit
throw
it as fast as
bombs
possible.
at people?
Oh,
You
no,
do-
not that part.
There's like Mario Kart power pickups along the course as you're running down it, and it'll give you stuff like revolvers and like rocket launchers
buddy.
and golf carts and
Why
Spring
bring
boots.
guns onto the golf course?
like speed up. Like there's a coffee cup that'll just make you run faster. So all these different power ups, including basically what is equivalent to the blue shell. There is an orbital laser
Oh my god.
that you can trigger to
That's
shoot
so
like the
funny.
person in the front.
Wow.
I don't know if you're the one that made this trailer, but you have hit every single like item that you've talked about, like at the point in this trailer that I've been playing. Like,
Nice. It's pretty fun. It's very wacky. I think it'd be a good time in like the big group.
you can get 10% off if you own Golf with Your Friends.
Oh, wow.
Shut up.
Hmm. Is it the same dev?
That's a great question.
I have no idea.
It makes sense, right?
Maybe publisher?
Oh, it's it's called the Golf with Your Enemies bundle. Love it.
Hell
It
yeah.
is not the same.
Too bad.
Love
Yeah.
it.
It was like similar enough that they were like, we should bundle this.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, it's going on the list. Jake.
All right. Yeah, a little blast from the past. I finally finished up Dispatch.
Oh wow.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
still
has
have
everyone
not.
here-
I also
Okay,
still
well, I
haven't
guess
finished it.
I
won't
can,
talk about spoilers then.
I can definitely mute if you guys want
No,
to
no,
talk.
no. Okay, we'll do non-spoilers first. Really good game. Really good writing, really good voice acting. I'm still surprised this wasn't on our game of the year list.
Honorable
But it
mention?
did good. It did good.
Because I wasn't on the cast.
Oh, Ben, how far in are you?
I finished episode 4.
Okay, so you're probably too late for this advice to be useful. Don't romance Blonde Blazer.
I didn't.
Good for you.
Dang.
Because she's just like not in the game that much. I feel like.
Yep.
I feel like the other one is the right choice.
Wait a second. You haven't finished this, Ben?
No.
Isn't not to mention the taboo, but the Steam family isn't this your game?
Yeah. It is in fact my game.
That's so funny.
We've all played and finished
Yeah.
it.
I don't think
seems
Jake's finished
like-
Requiem yet, right?
I have
So,
not
you know.
finished Requiem.
That's
It
also
seems like the
funding. Wow.
developers definitely
I
favored.
did not realize actually
Invisigirl.
everyone was using my copy.
Mm.
Yeah,
that
it,
does
um,
check out.
Invisigirl, that's for sure.
It's I was so disappointed. Like it started and I was like, man, Blonde Blazer, I love her. Yeah, get her in here. And I was like, oh, this game isn't about her though.
Yeah.
The game
Yeah.
is about Invisigirl.
Yeah.
So the fact that I just like don't care that much about her kind of throws this whole thing into chaos. I ended up getting a bad ending.
I feel
Oh,
like
man,
even
she's
when you
great. I love her.
romance, I feel like even when you romance Blonde Blazer, it's still about Invisigirl. Like
It absolutely
in the
is.
background and stuff like that, she's there. Like
Literally, I think romancing Blonde Blazer, I got like 2 scenes where that was relevant, and like there's like a 5-second scene where you dance with her, and another one where she like kisses you on the cheek before she walks away, and it's like, wow, yeah, this is definitely, yeah,
Cool.
right, totally worth it. What the fuck?
yeah, but where's the malevolent romance? Okay.
I mean, genuinely, save it. Give me the sequel. Also, oh my god. Okay, the other thing that annoyed me. You know what? I won't say this with Ben here.
I will walk out if you want.
It's not a big deal. Just there's a part where you fire someone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens in the first half.
Yes. Well,
Unless there's a
I
second time.
am annoyed that basically it sort of is like you pick the one you like more, and then from that point on they just kind of don't do a whole lot, which I find very frustrating.
That is frustrating.
It's a weird choice for them to make you make that decision, and then for it to not feel like it has that much weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another decision that definitely has like almost 0 weight. I won't talk about it because I don't know if it's past where Ben is, but you're asked to make what feels like an important decision, but it basically doesn't come up again.
Yeah.
At least the one I made. There's like one scene where characters find out something about it and they go like, oh my god, and then nobody ever mentions it again. Very weird.
I
I
feel like
think-
that's something that Telltale games ran into a lot.
Oh,
You had decisions you made that
absolutely.
just felt like they didn't do anything at all.
This game, though, more than any other game I've played, feels like it should have just maybe been just a show. Like
Sure.
the mini games are essentially irrelevant. Like whatever, doesn't matter. The dialogue choices, I mean, some of them feel like they matter, but again, not really. And I think I would be fine if they just wanted to take the Invisigirl storyline and just make that the show. Yeah, let's do it. I'm good. That's all I need. I'll just watch it.
Before someone says we don't do our research, I believe her name is Invisigal.
Sorry, Invisigirl.
I believe her
Wow.
name is Invisibitch. Sure.
Also that.
Last thing I want to say, I was very surprised. I actually really liked the dispatching gameplay.
Yeah.
First
it's
time I
fun.
did it, I was like, this is fine. But then by the end, I was like, ooh, I'm like coordinating. I have like special teams. I'm like, ooh, if I send them together, they get like,
Yeah.
like into it, man. I was disappointed when it ended. I was like, man, I would play a game of just this.
There's a police dispatching game that's very similar.
Is it? What's it called?
Oh shoot,
I
what is
can't
it
remember.
called?
This
We
is
had
the
it in the Humble
police?
Bundle.
So weird.
This is the
name.
police.
Right?
That's
This
it.
is
yeah.
the police. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's pretty
I'll-
good.
maybe-
It's not as good as This is the Police 2.
Okay, well, good news.
Also exists.
I have both, or we have both.
Okay.
Well, maybe I'll try this.
It's a cool game.
Yeah.
I
So,
like the dispatching
again-
stuff a lot, except for every once in a great while there would be one that I'm like, this is clearly talking about this stat, and then it would just not be that stat, and I'm like,
Yeah.
why?
To be honest with you,
It
I
doesn't
just
make
thought I
sense.
didn't understand English while I was playing this portion because
Some of them are just not good.
I feel like, oh, this is totally it, and then like there's just a little tiny like triangle of where the dot's supposed to hit now, and I'm like, are you kidding me?
Again, that component could just be removed and you could make it its own game.
Oh,
it would be fun.
absolutely.
And then Dispatch could just be the storytelling components. And it would be great. Like you don't need any of the gameplay to make it a good thing.
But then you're not dispatching.
Yeah, it's true.
True.
No,
true.
no.
You don't have to call it dispatch at that point, though.
No, I'm
Mm.
just listening to Aaron Paul Dispatch and I'm totally fine with that. Dude can talk in my ears anytime he wants. It's fine. Does he read books? Because I'll listen to him.
He
Audiobooks?
should.
God, he's so cool.
He's so cool.
Yeah, I watch Need for Speed all the
Need
time.
for Speed. I was just
Need for Speed, man.
His one claim to fame, Need for Speed.
Yep, only movie he ever did. It's great. It's a good one. All right. Last but not least, Ben.
Yeah, I haven't been playing much. I mean, I've been playing games, but nothing new to talk about really. The only thing I've been doing that's new is a game called Heretic's Fork, which I don't know. I see a couple of you guys own it, so I don't know if it's been talked about before. It is basically a tower defense game that is, but you've just got the single tower in the middle that you can add different like weapons to. Although the weapons are split between two things. One is like a projectile weapon, and there's a couple different types. And the other is you can get a barracks, and then there's a couple different types with different like minions you can send out. The game is themed all around you're like a tower that's guarding like the exit to hell. So you're trying to basically shoot all of the damned souls who are trying to escape.
It's a fun theme.
Yeah,
It's like the logical opposite of Hades.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's I mean it's cute. I mean the writing's pretty clever. The gameplay it's a roguelike. And then also it is card based. So as you're going through every so many rounds, you get cards that you can play to upgrade your towers with different damage types or range or attack speed, things like that. And then you can also add more towers or, just upgrade them directly by playing copies of the same tower card. And the goal is just to get through basically protecting the 7 levels of hell. Haven't beaten it yet, but I haven't played a ton of it yet. I've been enjoying it. It's kind of a good laid back game for just kind of chilling and the other monitor while I'm watching something.
Nice second screen content.
Did Mick Gordon do the soundtrack for it?
Did Mick Gordon do the soundtrack?
Yeah, Doom
for
guy.
It? Boy,
It looks very
do I
Doom.
not. The soundtrack is actually really good. It's a bunch of metal music.
A little bit in that realm. When I was watching the trailer, I'm like, ooh, this gives me some Doom Eternal vibes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do my research, but let me Google it real quick.
I think the answer is no, but in searching Mick Gordon, I did not know this, but he did a song from Absalom. Absalom?
Oh, really?
Absalom?
No shit.
Yeah.
The Underkings theme.
Yep.
Huh.
Did not
It's
know that.
really freaking
The
cool.
artist for the Heretic's Fork soundtrack is Nightcrawler,
Mm.
the X-Men.
X-Men.
From
Yeah.
X-Men.
That's crazy. Good
But
for
the
him,
music is
yeah.
actually pretty dang good.
I don't know how you're telling us about this game and not Caleb. It's a
I
roguelike
know,
with
right?
cards.
Yeah, card-based roguelike.
Well, here's the
What are
question:
we
Who
doing?
owns it? Let me see here.
Who owns it?
Sorry, I'm not supposed to talk about that. I gotta remember how to check that. One moment. Don't remember how to check that.
It's Caleb and Jake.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I.
The music actually reminds me a lot of BPM, bullets per minute.
Mm.
Man, I love that soundtrack.
Yeah,
You'd
it's
say
good.
the
It's good
entire
second
name of
monitor
that game when
content.
you say it.
BPM
Yeah.
bullets per minute.
That's the name of it.
Is it actually BPM bullets per minute?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
it does have one mechanic which I think makes it at least like interesting enough that there's some choice to like what you're doing, which is when you get the cards all have like there's like 5 tier of cards, like common, uncommon, rare, and then it like goes up. And they give buffs, but you can combine 2 cards of the same tier to get 1 random card of a tier above. So it becomes kind of as you go through, you have to balance, like, do I want to play the cards to get their buffs, or do I want to, because when you combine them to upgrade the tier, they go away, obviously. So you can either play them to get the buffs, or you can upgrade them to a higher tier, which is good, but if you do it too much, then you're not getting enough buffs on your towers, and you'll fall behind. So
Almost like a push your luck mechanic.
a little bit. So that's interesting. I think I'm still getting a feel for that because I consistently can make it through the first several levels fine, and then I guess once it starts to actually get hard, I have issues. But like I said, I've only played a little bit of it, so I'll probably play some more.
Cool. Sick. Guys, I just got an update from my Kickstarter for the toothbrush that I backed.
Oh my gosh.
What?
In-
They
in-
back what, like 5 years ago?
when did I back this?
Probably longer than that at this point.
I think it is longer than that at this point. No, not much. It's May of 2020.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they said they have entered final steps before production.
Yeah, we'll see about
Before
that.
6
production.
years.
Yeah, dude.
Before production.
Yeah, dude. That's the oldest thing I've backed on Kickstarter. I'm still waiting.
Tell
on it.
them that your teeth are rotting out of your head. You please finish.
No, actually, between then and now, my teeth have gotten so much better.
Don't even
That
need it.
I mean, I'm almost at the point where it's like, why am I getting this toothbrush? But you know what?
Wait, is
I'm
your
committed.
saliva no longer corrosive to your
I
enamel?
don't know. I don't know. My new dentist didn't say that to me, so it must not be. Or the first guy was just a liar and he was a bad dentist, which I have a feeling it might be that.
So many questions.
You didn't
Just
have
go
a
ahead.
dentist tell him that
Yeah.
his saliva was corrosive to his own enamel.
And I'm like, my guy, this feels like an uphill battle. What am I even doing here?
like he's a snake. That's like fucking poison. He's got venom.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know, man.
I don't. Is this like
Acid
when
spit.
Caleb? Was it the same doctor that told Caleb his pancreas was full of air or something?
No, that was a different doctor. Yeah.
Different
Liver.
doctor.
Liver.
Okay.
Do not
Liver
leave
disorder.
healthcare in
Yeah.
Kansas.
Wait, was
Bad
that
call?
Was that in Southeast Kansas?
Yeah.
Oh
Before we walked into the room with the doctor, my mom was like, "Don't listen to this doctor. She doesn't know what she's talking about." And then we went in, and she proceeded to tell us that my sternum was broken in 4 places, and that my liver was full of air. She was reading the X-ray backwards.
Those.
Awesome.
Yeah, Kansas
Love
is
it.
wild.
Love it, dude.
I went in a while ago just to get some antibiotics for a sinus infection, and they're like, "We don't think you have a sinus infection. We need to do a COVID test." I'm like, "What are you gonna give me if I have COVID?" And they're like, "Nothing." And I'm like, "Why do I need to test then?"
Right, what's the point of this?
Like, let me just walk out of here. Just tell me I have COVID. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, but in all seriousness, if you guys need a really cool toothbrush, I know where you can get one sometime soon.
Sometime in the future.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, I don't even know about soon.
Yeah.
Have I never
just
described
sometime.
this toothbrush
I
to
don't
you
even know
guys?
about
No,
sometime.
I have
I
never.
imagine it
This
has
is the
2
first
heads
I've
that
heard it.
Yeah,
approach
I've
your
never
teeth
heard
from
of this
opposite
either.
sides.
It has 4 heads.
Oh,
right?
wow.
Why?
It sits like there's like one on top of the other like this,
Jesus.
right? And on both sides there's a toothbrush head. So there's one here, there's one on my thumb, there's one here, and there's one here. And it goes on either side of both your upper and lower row of teeth.
You just like bite down on it, essentially.
You bite down on it, and it has like a thing that goes around like a wing, and so you press the button, and they go back and forth like this, and it will go one exact half of your mouth.
It's just like a car wash, but for your teeth.
Yes, for your teeth.
Exactly.
And in 15 seconds, the little buzzer goes off, and you just rotate it over, and then you do the other half, and in 30 seconds, you've brushed all of your teeth.
I feel like 30
Wow.
seconds is not
But
enough
wait,
time,
there's more.
regardless
It's
of the
enough
toothbrush.
It's enough because you have brushed your teeth for the same amount of time you would normally have brushed your teeth in if you used a standard toothbrush and you took 2 minutes. You have the same amount of brushing on each surface.
Oh boy.
Because it's doing it all at the same time.
And
Yeah.
the toothbrush is the brushes or the bristles are focused in or aimed in the way that it actually gets in your gum line, which most people apparently brush their teeth wrong. They brush their teeth with the bristles like just facing their teeth. It's supposed to be at like a 25-degree angle so it gets up in your gums. This thing, you can't mess it up. You just put it in there.
Do you guys not
Why
do
didn't-
a full row on the back of your teeth, then a full row on the bottom, and then a full row on the front as you brush?
Yeah, but that'll take like 2 minutes. This will take 30 seconds.
Oh, that's true.
This
That's
is,
true.
this is doing all that, but
I just don't have
simultaneously.
the time.
Yeah.
Why didn't they
Need
just
that
make
extra
it
minute and
like a
Both
full
sides?
mouth guard?
I think because they said
That would've
people's
been good.
mouth widths are different, and they didn't want somebody to have to like,
Huh.
like shut
Oh,
the whole
yeah.
thing in their mouth, you know?
And
Make
they
it
want to
flexible.
have it be adjustable.
Yeah, make
Yeah.
it adjustable and or
That's-
flexible.
That's too many complex parts. It's just one molded
This
piece
is
of
easier.
plastic.
This is simple.
I would like just like a mouth guard looking thing. Just 15
I mean,
seconds.
Those
I'm outta here.
exist, right? Like, am I crazy?
They
I
do.
feel
I
like
think they
that
do
just
toothbrushes
just
like
brushes,
but I think they're
brushes your
very
whole
bad.
teeth.
I have not heard of that.
My current toothbrush will start flashing red if I'm applying too much pressure. I've never had one like that before, and
I'm
I'm
just-
like,
I'm just
Apparently
over here
I'm
like,
brushing
you guys
too
have
hard.
electronic toothbrushes?
yeah.
You have a regular toothbrush? You know it's 2026, right?
My teeth are pretty well brushed. I think I'm fine.
Caitlin
How long
doesn't
does it
have
take
an
you to
electric
brush in like
toothbrush
an
either.
hour?
Yeah, like
It's
an
so
hour.
long.
It probably takes so long, and there's like so much effort because you're to like move it.
Do you also
Back and
have
forth.
air in your liver too?
I might have air in my liver. Well, I don't know.
I needed a screw in my hip in 8th grade. Also, I had TB.
Does anybody
I'm never
brush the
going
teeth
to
in the shower, guy?
Kansas.
Yeah,
Well, this
totally.
was in North Carolina.
You are.
100%.
Oh,
100%. I really am annoyed because I'm having this like internal battle about buying a wireless water pick because they're like just beyond that level of expense that I want to spend. I have a wired one and it sits on the sink or next to the sink, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go water pick, and then I jump in the shower because I got hey, it's time to shower, then I'll brush my teeth in there. But I want to be able to do everything in the shower.
I got my water pick in my shower. Don't you worry.
See,
Aaron, how much did you spend on this Kickstarter toothbrush?
hold on.
Enough to buy a cordless water pick.
Because this does not sound like a cheap device that you have purchased.
Do your pledge.
Or sorry, that you have asked to purchase.
Yeah.
Do we need to
Can I
talk about
please
it?
purchase this 7
Yeah,
years
I
from
don't
now?
want to talk about it.
$119.
Okay.
That's actually a lot less than I thought.
Yeah,
You
I thought you
know,
were gonna say over 200 when you.
I was
when you
gonna
looked at
say
it.
like 200 or 300.
Because a water pick, like that's like $200, right?
No. I think we bought it for like $49.99. But if you get the wireless
it's a
one, they're
lame
way more
corded one, though.
expensive. Yes, that's my
Oh,
point.
maybe that's what I was thinking.
I think I got like a $60 wireless one.
No, I just gotta wait
That's
till they're on
great.
sale again. I gotta wait till they're on sale
Mhm.
again. I'm telling you though, guys, these toothbrushes. They're just
My
gonna
biggest
change the
issue
world.
is the wireless one runs out of water fast.
Is this a
so you just
gaming
gotta keep
podcast?
refilling it.
That's
So you're
true.
in the shower. You just open
It's
it up.
electronic.
Yeah,
then.
fill it
It's
right
like
there,
a
dude.
game.
I
Fill it
guess
right there.
I guess that would fix what Caitlin's issue was, where she was like, the water's too cold, and so it hurts my
Oh, yeah.
teeth.
Mm.
Man, you know what it really is for me is I like brushing my teeth after every time I eat food. Because I just don't like stuff in my, like I feel like I can feel stuff in between my teeth and in my mouth. I feel like I have bad breath. I don't know what it is, but it's something up here. It's just like, you got to brush your teeth. And if I had a
you also-
toothbrush,
travel- you have
do you
teeth
travel
trauma
with a
also.
toothbrush?
I do have,
Like,
I have
like
a
not
lot
like
of
when you
PTSD about my
fly,
teeth.
Like just going to and from work. Do you bring a toothbrush with you?
I bring 2 toothbrushes with me. I have one that goes in my travel bag that's like this big. And you pull it out and you flip it over and you put it on the container and it becomes like a full-size toothbrush. And that way, if I eat something on the plane or if I eat something in the airport, just real quick. And then I have my regular one.
Nice.
You know how the Fonz had like a comb that he'd carry in his
Always.
pocket?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
As
dude.
Aaron with a toothbrush.
It's man, it's my daily carry.
Do you guys
Absolutely.
put
Interesting.
toothpaste on the brush and then you like put it underwater real quick to get it wet, right? That's like the sort of where. Okay, I have new toothpaste. I can't do that anymore. It's like
Why?
too soft. It just like falls off immediately.
Oh.
So
Have you
I've
ever-
resorted to wetting the brush like itself and then putting the toothpaste on it.
Is this the attempt to get like a fluoride-free toothpaste?
No, it's toothpaste the dentist gave me.
Ah, okay.
There's even worse scenarios.
Is it
Alex.
to
I had-
fix your acidic saliva?
No, but they were like, "Yo, maybe do this. It'll help your gums or something."
I had
I'm like,
toothpaste
okay.
for a while. It's called Bite, and there's these little balls, and you just eat like you chew on one, and then you brush your teeth. You don't put it on the toothbrush.
What?
It's a solid sphere. You toss it in your mouth, you chomp down on it, and then you go to work brushing your teeth.
Did you kickstart that?
No, I didn't kickstart that.
I am learning more about toothbrushing right now than I thought there was to learn.
I have
about
gone
Tuesday's
down-
like a dental podcast.
I have gone down the rabbit hole for teeth, let me tell you. When you've had 7 root canals in your life, you
Oh my god.
and it's not
Our
because
original
like I
dentist was
didn't,
terrible, dude.
Yeah, he was terrible, and my saliva is corrosive to my enamel, Jake.
Allegedly.
So
Are there any good doctors in Kansas?
yeah.
You got hey?
There's good doctors. Well,
Back
actually,
in
I'm in Missouri
Virginia-
now, so I don't know, I guess.
back in Virginia before my balloon surgery in my sinus areas, I was told by an ENT not to use mouthwash.
Not to use mouthwash? Why?
I don't know how it's connected. I don't know what he said. I get more sinus infections if I use mouthwash.
Huh. Weird.
This is where I need to do
is
my research.
Weird. Yeah,
It
it's
seems like that would be the opposite, based
I mean,
on
it's-
like the
I mean, it
alcohol
happens in
killing
Maryland
stuff.
too. The last
killing
like
bacteria.
3
Maybe they're
times
worried
I've
it's killing
gone.
the good bacteria.
The last like 3 times I've gone to my doctor for completely unrelated things, she solved them by going, "I'm just going to write you a prescription for steroids," which feels like
Hell yeah.
just
Hell
like
yeah.
3 times in a row. And I was just
I
like,
get it.
the first time I was like, okay, that seems like a normal thing. And the second time I was like, again, interesting, okay. And then the third time I was like,
And it's like completely unrelated ailments. Like one time you had allergies, she's like, steroids.
that actually, one
To be
of them
fair.
was for I was having a cough that wouldn't go away.
Steroids.
Steroids. Seems
Sore
good.
foot, steroids.
Can I go to my doctor, tell him I lift, and then they just prescribe me steroids?
Maybe.
Mhm.
Quite possibly. I'm sore after lifting. All right,
In
we'll
like
get you
5
some steroids.
years, it's going to be peptides.
Oh, yeah. Peptides. Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm. All right. Well, I don't want us to have to talk about more toothbrushes because I could talk all night, guys. But I feel like we should probably end the podcast.
Yeah.
Please.
I mean, we don't have to. If you guys want to talk more about dentistry, I'm
No.
totally on board. It's been a long, traumatic road for me. Okay.
I had no idea. I hope you're better. I hope your saliva's good.
It's clearly less corrosive to my enamel now. So
And Caleb, I hope your liver's fine and
Thank
you
you.
know,
It seems
fully
fine.
liquid
Yeah.
or solid.
his
Well,
sternum
you know.
is still broken in 4 places, though. So
Mm.
It just I don't get how as a doctor, like any of these things, you don't like have the thought and then go, wait.
Yeah.
That can't
Exactly.
be right. Yeah, like,
Exactly.
there's no way that's true.
Yeah.
The same doctor that wanted to put a screw in my hip because the ball and socket like popped out and popped back in. I went from like 5'4" to like 6 feet in 1 year. It was nuts. Anyways, that same doctor found out that I ran track, and he was like, "Wait, you run track?" And then he like pulls my mom aside. He's like, "I shouldn't say this in front of him, but with his heart the way it is and how skinny he is, if he runs track, he could just die."
Jesus Christ.
He
Wow.
could die.
I
Not,
probably
not a
shouldn't say-
Kansas doctor.
Not true.
That was North Carolina. We didn't go back to
Wow.
that doctor after he said I had TB and needed a screw in my hip and said I could die if I ran track.
Listen, you heard it here, folks. Don't trust doctors.
No, I thought the moral
Whoa.
was healthcare in America.
It's the best
Mm.
in the world.
Best in the world.
Yeah, that's why it costs so
See,
much.
Yeah, it costs as much because this way we get good doctors.
On that, I gotta put us
Wow.
back. I don't even know why that happened.
The moral is get a second opinion, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The moral is don't go to doctors. They're liars and cheaters. Go to your local barber. He can figure it out.
Just use ChatGPT
Stop
Yeah.
using mouthwash.
or Gemini
Barber.
Yeah, either
or
one.
Grok.
Oh god.
Grok will fix you right up.
You're gonna
I'm
tweet
sure.
something out and then go at Grok. Is this true?
Okay, anyway, we'll be back in 2 weeks to talk more about some games, and until then, we will, I don't know, we'll catch you next time.